The 2026 BMW i5 Touring is one of those cars that makes you stop and think, wait, did BMW just make electric wagons cool again? And I know, wagons aren't the first thing that comes to mind when you think about exciting new cars in 2026. Everyone's been obsessed with SUVs, crossovers, or sleek electric sedans. But here's the thing, BMW has taken its brand new i5, already a strong contender in the electric executive sedan space, and turned it into a long-roof touring model that combines practicality with performance, range, and that unmistakable BMW flair. And trust me, after spending time with the 2026 BMW i5 Touring, I can tell you it might just be one of the most versatile EVs you can buy right now. Let's start with the way it looks, because before you even plug it in or take it for a drive, this wagon makes a statement. The 2026 BMW i5 Touring has that stretched, low stance that instantly tells you it's not your average electric family hauler. The proportions are spot on. Long hood, sleek roofline, wide shoulders at the rear. And BMW's design language for the i5 lineup really works on this touring version. The kidney grills up front, which of course aren't real grills anymore but more of a design signature, are slimmer and cleaner compared to some of BMW's bolder recent designs. I know a lot of people have been divided on BMW's oversized grills in the past, but here they've struck a balance. It's sharp, it's futuristic, but it doesn't scream for attention in the wrong way. The lighting signature is stunning as well, with those slim LED headlights that give it a focused, almost predatory look at night. And wait till you see the rear. This is where the wagon body really shines. The taillights are crisp, the tailgate is sculpted, and the overall design avoids that boxy station wagon vibe of the past. Instead, it's muscular and elegant at the same time. Throw in some aerodynamic wheels, available in sizes up to 21 inches, and you've got an EV wagon that genuinely looks desirable. Now, step inside the 2026 BMW i5 Touring, and you realize this is a completely modern BMW experience. The cabin greets you with a wide, curved display that seamlessly merges the digital instrument cluster and the infotainment screen into one sweeping piece of glass. It's a layout BMW calls the curved display, and it feels both futuristic and driver-focused. The interface is running BMW's latest iDrive 9 software, which means you get crisp graphics, customizable widgets, and over-the-air updates to keep the system fresh. You can use the touchscreen, but here's something you'll love. BMW still includes the iDrive rotary controller on the center console, which makes it so much easier to control everything while driving without smudging the screen. The materials are top-notch, as you'd expect from a BMW at this level. Depending on the trim, you can get everything from sustainably tanned leather to high-quality vegan alternatives, along with open-pore wood, brushed aluminum, or even crystal-like controls that sparkle in the sunlight. There's also BMW's ambient lighting system, which can bathe the interior in soft blues, warm ambers, or even dynamic lighting that reacts to driving modes and notifications. For example, if you get an incoming call, the light strip across the dash pulses gently. It feels like the car is alive, and it's little touches like these that make the 2026 BMW i5 Touring feel special. But let's talk about space, because that's the main reason you'd choose the Touring version over the standard i5 sedan. With the longer roofline and hatchback design, you get significantly more cargo capacity. With the rear seats up, you're looking at around 570 liters of space, and when you fold them flat, it expands to over 1,700 liters. That's massive, and it easily rivals some SUVs in terms of practicality. The low-loading lip makes it super easy to slide things in, whether that's suitcases, strollers, or even a flat-packed piece of furniture. And here's something really thoughtful. The tailgate is electrically operated as standard, but BMW also includes a separate opening rear glass. So if you just want to drop a small bag in without opening the whole hatch, you can do that. It's those old-school wagon details combined with modern tech that give the i5 Touring its unique appeal. Moving on to the tech and features, the 2026 BMW i5 Touring is loaded. You get a head-up display that projects navigation and speed info right onto the windshield, advanced driver assistance systems that allow for semi-autonomous driving on highways, and of course, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. There's also a fantastic Harman Kardon audio system standard on higher trims, with an optional Bowers & Wilkins surround sound setup if you're a true audiophile. Rear passengers aren't left out either. There's plenty of legroom, heated seats available, and even an optional panoramic glass roof that stretches almost the full length of the cabin, making it feel airy and spacious. Now, let's get into the heart of the matter, the driving experience. Because it doesn't matter if it's a wagon, a sedan, or an SUV, when it has a BMW badge, people expect it to drive well. The 2026 BMW i5 Touring doesn't disappoint. There are a couple of versions available, starting with the i5 eDrive 40 Touring. This is the rear-wheel drive model with a single electric motor at the back, producing around 335 horsepower and 317 pound-feet of torque. That's enough to get it from 0 to 60 in about 6 seconds, which is plenty quick for most people. But if you want something spicier, BMW also offers the i5 M60 xDrive Touring, which is the performance version. This one adds a second motor up front for all-wheel drive, cranking output up to 590 horsepower and a staggering 605 pound-feet of torque. And get this, with the Sport Boost engaged, it can sprint from 0 to 60 in just 3.8 seconds. That's faster than many sports cars, all while carrying the practicality of a wagon. But straight-line speed is only part of the story. What impressed me more is how composed and balanced the i5 Touring feels on the road. Thanks to the battery pack being mounted low in the chassis, the center of gravity is excellent, so even though this is a long, practical wagon, it doesn't lean excessively in corners. The steering is precise with that classic BMW weight and feedback, and the adaptive suspension strikes a beautiful balance between comfort and sportiness. In comfort mode, it glides smoothly over bumps and imperfections, while in sport mode, it hunkers down and feels sharp and agile. And because it's electric, it delivers power instantly, making highway merges and overtakes completely effortless. Range and charging are, of course, crucial for any EV, and the 2026 BMW i5 Touring delivers here too. On the WLTP cycle, the eDrive 40 Touring offers up to 335 miles of range, while the M60 version, with its extra power, still manages around 285 miles. Real-world numbers will be a bit lower, especially if you're driving enthusiastically, but these figures make the i5 Touring competitive with rivals. Charging is fast as well. Using a high-power DC charger, you can add about 180 miles of range in just 30 minutes. BMW also includes an intelligent charging planner in the navigation system, which helps you plan long trips by suggesting the most efficient charging stops. Now let's talk about price, because this is where decisions get serious. The 2026 BMW i5 Touring isn't cheap. In Europe, the eDrive 40 starts at around 70,000 euros, and the M60 can easily push past 100,000 euros with options. Pricing for other markets like the US hasn't been fully confirmed yet, but it's safe to assume it'll be in the same ballpark as the i5 sedan, with a small premium for the touring body style. That means you're paying a lot, but you're getting a premium product with all the latest tech, luxury, and performance. Of course, we can't ignore the competition. The most obvious rival is the Audi A6 Avant e-tron, which is set to arrive around the same time. Audi's design language is equally striking, and it will offer similar range and performance figures. Then there's the Porsche Taycan Sport Turismo, which is more expensive but offers sharper dynamics. Mercedes doesn't currently have a direct electric wagon competitor, but their EQE SUV could be seen as an alternative for buyers cross-shopping within the German brands. And then, for those who don't mind going outside the premium German trio, you've got the Tesla Model S, which isn't a wagon but offers incredible range and performance at a similar price point. So where does that leave the 2026 BMW i5 Touring? Let's weigh the pros and cons. On the plus side, you're getting a car that looks fantastic, has a premium and futuristic interior, delivers excellent performance and handling, and most importantly, combines that with real-world practicality that few EVs can match. The long roof design gives you SUV-like cargo space without the bulk or high ride height, which is a huge win for enthusiasts who want practicality without giving up driving fun. Range is solid, charging is quick, and BMW's build quality and technology are among the best in the segment. On the downside, price is definitely a consideration. It's not going to be within reach for everyone. And while BMW has done a great job with the design, wagons in general just don't have the same mainstream appeal as SUVs. Especially in markets like the US, that means you might not see many i5 Tourings on the road, which is kind of a shame. But then again, maybe that exclusivity adds to the charm. My final verdict? The 2026 BMW i5 Touring is one of the most compelling electric cars on sale right now, especially if you value versatility. It proves that wagons aren't dead. In fact, they're making a comeback in the EV era, and BMW has nailed the formula. If you're someone who loves driving but also needs space for family, luggage, or just a more flexible lifestyle, this is a car that fits the bill. It's fast, it's practical, it's luxurious, and it's future-ready. So would I recommend it? Absolutely. If you can stretch your budget and you want something a little different from the sea of SUVs out there, the 2026 BMW i5 Touring deserves a serious look. Wait till you see it in person. The presence it has on the road is something pictures and videos can only partially capture. It's one of those cars that makes you smile every time you walk up to it. And once you get behind the wheel, it reminds you why BMW still knows how to build a driver's car, even in the age of electrification, and that's my take on the 2026 BMW i5 Touring. If you enjoyed this review and want to see more deep dives into the latest cars, make sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and stick around for more reviews coming soon.